Hey guys, welcome back to the channel here. I'm here in my new favorite place, I think, to do videos. Admiral Perry Park here in Crescent. It's a small little place. You can kind of see as I'm walking around. It's kind of peaceful up here, except for by a major highway up here and a small highway over here. So sometimes cars going by, and of course, in true vlogging fashion, every time you decide to go outside to do a vlog of any kind, friggin' wind blowing everywhere. So I hope that you guys can hear me. I hope you guys can hear me as I'm talking, and I hope that you guys don't mind the wind too much, because it just seems that's just how it goes, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, the reason why I'm out here and the reason why I'm doing this video is because I thought I'd give you a part 2 of the little video series I'm doing about, how I met my wife, how me and Sarah got together, and all that good stuff. So if you haven't seen part 1 yet, I'd implore you to go check that out. But I thought I'd do this because you guys really enjoyed my video series, me talking about my ex-wife. So, and a lot of you guys were wanting another video series on how I met Sarah and all that stuff. So pretty much that's what this is. So here's part 2 coming to you. So stick around for that. Vochek experience. It starts right now. And welcome back to another video of the Vochek experience, where idiots are still always us, always me. I'm always going to be an idiot, because it's fun to be an idiot, especially on days that you're off and you don't have to worry about going to work and all that stuff, and you actually get some sleep. That's the one downside I will say about being a third shifter, is you don't always get a whole lot of sleep. But anyways, I'm off for the next few days, so I thought, it'd be fun to kind of, give you guys a part 2, because I know you're probably, wondering what's all going on. So anyhow, as I left off in the last video, with basically Sarah dropping off the face of the earth. And I talked about how she, hinted at the fact that she liked me, even when I was still with my ex-wife and everything. And the fact that I turned her down. I turned her down several times. And when I mean several times, I mean several times. So, yeah. So, it is what it is. So anyhow, we pick up this story actually about 1.5 years later. Yeah, I did not see her. I did not hear from her. Nothing for over a year after I seen her that one day at Taco Bell. And, I was on my lunch break and she kind of was there, just randomly getting food. And so I decided to sit with her. We kind of caught up on, old times, that kind of thing. Yeah. I did not see her for over a year. I didn't hear from her in over a year. And, during that time, I dated another person, all that stuff. And, because, life goes on and everything. But anyways, after a while, I was single again, and stuff, and just doing my own thing. And then, the one day, just out of the blue, she pops up on my Facebook. She sends me a message like, hey, how are you? Haven't seen you, talked to you in forever. All that stuff, And I was like, yeah, giving her the life updates, all that stuff. And we got to talking, and, she was like, well, one of these days we should, just go hang out somewhere, go do something, since we hadn't seen each other in forever. And I was like, yeah, sure, we should do that. And, a few days later, we decided, hey, there's a movie coming out. We're both interested in seeing it. We might as well go see it together, And so that's what we did. We got together, and we went to go see a movie. And then after the movie, we went out and we got dinner, and we sat, we discussed the movie, and all that stuff, and talked about our points of view in the movie and stuff like that. And then that led to, hey, you want to hang out again? Yeah, let's hang out again, So we started hanging out, a few times a week and stuff. And it just seemed that we were enjoying each other's company. And before we knew it, we were pretty much like, we revisited, her, going after me, way back, a couple years before, and stuff. And so we revisited that, and we're like, what do we got to lose? So we decided, for the most part, let's give it a try. Let's see what happens. So we actually did end up start dating, and we got together, and and to my surprise, things were kind of moving pretty quickly. I'm used to, things going a little slower, but no, things between me and Sarah, they moved pretty quickly. We were only dating about a month, and we ended up getting engaged. It's a funny story. We were just hanging out like we do, and we were at the mall, and we were just, hanging out. We got lunch and walking around, stuff that we, just always did, and we were just joking around, and, I wonder what it would be like, to get married, blah, 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 we were just, goofing around for the most part. At least that's how it started. Because, technically, I was still married to Jessica. She hadn't given me my divorce yet. So, so we were just kind of laughing and stuff, and just, having a good time. And then she was like, well, you know what, just for, shits and giggles, let's just kind of go over to K Jewelers. It used to be in the mall. It's not in the mall anymore, but she was like, let's go over there and let's, just kind of look around, just, see what kind of engagement rings and stuff like that are out there, just to kind of goof around. Not thinking anything, so that's what we did. We went, we were looking, and we were just mulling around. We were talking to the one lady that was there, and, we were in there quite a while, actually. We were in there a couple of hours. And pretty much by the time we left K Jewelers that day, she had an engagement ring that I financed like a $2,000 blue diamond engagement ring and everything, and her favorite color was blue, and she loved anything that was blue. So when she saw this one ring that had a blue diamond on it, she was like, "Oh my God, I love this ring," and I don't know. I guess the stars just kind of aligned right there, and we're like, you know what? I'll get that for you. And just for whatever reason, I went and I financed it, and it went through, which I was surprised because my ex-wife destroyed my credit. But I got approved, and we walked out of K Jewelers with an engagement ring that day. So, and when we went back out to the parking lot to get into our cars and everything, because I believe I probably had to go to work or something, and she had to go do something, so we were, pretty much, going our separate ways for the day, and, and she's like, "So does this mean that we're engaged now?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, let's just call it that. We'll just say we're engaged." So that's kind of how we technically got engaged. And then I didn't tell nobody. We did not tell anybody that we were technically engaged for months and months and months. I didn't tell nobody. I didn't tell my mother. I didn't tell nobody in my family that we were still, that we were technically engaged, because, well, number one, I didn't know if they were going to freak out, especially the fact that, this is only a month into a relationship, only dating like a month, get engaged. Plus, I was still married to Jessica. And, trying to fight her, to finally get me a divorce, so that I could be done with all that stuff from her. But, so we kind of kept it quiet a little bit. And, and of course, once the news came out, like months later, it was like, "Why didn't you tell us?" It's like, "Well, we thought you'd flip out," but anyway, it kind of worked out, We technically then got re-engaged. Then a few months later, we went to New York City. We went to Times Square, and I proposed, and I did it the right way, the one knee and all that stuff, right at Times Square. So, and then just so happened then that New York City just kind of became like a place for us to go to every so often, in remembrance, of the engagement and all that stuff. But that's another story. But anyhow, so I mean. Yeah, our relationship moved pretty quick. And I know a lot of people say that, don't move too fast, because things can happen, and all that stuff. But even though things went fast for us, it was fine. So we never had any issues, the fact that we went that fast, going from dating to engaged in a month. So, and then once the weather got really nice out, we went and we took our own engagement pictures. We went up to a place here in Crescent called the Lemon House. I've been there before. I've took you guys there in some vlogs before. As a matter of fact, if you can recall, when I did my Easter photo shoot video and all that stuff, that was done at the Lemon House. Last year, when I did a lot of the hospital update videos on Sara when she was in the hospital, when all that was happening, when she was, basically dying and everything, I shot them at the Lemon House too, because that's, that was a place that, we always like to go to. That's where we did our engagement pictures and all that good stuff, And, but anyhow, we took our own pictures, got them put out and everything. Then, once everybody finally knew that we were engaged and everything, things were a little bit better. The fact that we weren't hiding that from anybody anymore. And then, not too long after, that's when Jessica finally gave me the divorce papers to sign and all that stuff. So, who knows? Maybe she kind of knew. She was probably, I know she stalks my Facebook page. That's a given. So she probably saw on there, she was probably like, well, I guess I'm not going to end up getting him back. I might as well just end it and, all this stuff. And then she finally, did the divorce papers and stuff. At least that's my thought on the process. I can't say for sure that's how it went down. But yeah, but not long after we went public with the fact we were engaged, Jessica served me the divorce papers. So I was happy about that. But of course, when you get a divorce, it's not instantaneous. When you sign the papers, you still got to wait, forever for everything to be finalized and all that stuff. So for the most part, after that, it was just waiting for that, divorce decree to come in the mail and everything. But I will say one thing though. When that divorce decree finally came in the mail, Sara was actually visiting me, at my mother's house and everything. We were hanging out, and that came in the mail. She was so excited. I think she was more excited for that paper to come than I was and everything. And she got that thing framed. She got that thing framed. I think I still have it somewhere, framed somewhere. I don't have it hanging up or anything, but it's somewhere in the mess of stuff that we got, that still needs to be gone through and all that stuff. So who knows? Maybe one of these days I'll find it. But yeah, she framed it. She was excited about that. So, but anyhow, so yeah, that's pretty much the second part of the story, when we got together and got engaged, like pretty much right out of the gate and everything. So, yeah, I could probably tell you that this video series on me and Sara is probably not going to have so many parts as the series on my ex-wife. I think there was 7 videos to that series, 7 parts. I don't think that I'm going to be going 7 parts on this. So, but anyway, this is at least part 2. The fact that we got engaged, went public. She got excited when I finally got divorced. All that stuff. So, we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there for right now. And we will pick up, basically how we planned our wedding and how all that came to be. So that's going to be the next video. So be watching for that. Be watching for part 3. So, but as of right now, I'm going to end this video here. I got stuff to do today, and it's already 2:30 in the afternoon. I'm going to be meeting up with my dad and everything, and my brother and all that stuff later at around 6 o'clock. So yeah, so I need to go get stuff done. So, but anyhow, with all that being said, as always, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and hit that notification bell so you get notified of future videos. And if you want to support this dumb little channel of mine, hit that join button. Come member the Idiot Squad, because we'd love to have you on that. And if you want to donate to the channel in other ways, you can do that too. Just look for the little QR code that's going to be on the screen somewhere, and you can donate that way if you'd like. You don't have to if you don't want to. And of course, you can follow me on all the major socials, and check out the merch store if you have not done that yet. And of course, I will see you all in the next video and all that stuff. So with all that being said, I hope you're all having a good day, good night, good week, whatever the case is when you're watching this, because, I never know when you watch this. I don't know if you watch it as soon as it drops. I don't know if you watch it, you know, a million years from now. I don't know. Some alien probably in the next, you know, 1,000 years will probably find this video and be watching, you know, like, oh, what's going to happen next? Oh, what's going to happen next? You never know. But anyhow, I am heading home to do what I need to do. So, like I said, I'll see y'all in the next one. And until then, bye for now. Oh, God, I hope I don't trip going down these stairs. Yeah.